10 years is $495.
We'll talk later, brother.
20 years. Like $195 a month.
20 years, $195 per month.
Don't cover the phone ever. Think about
So-
it. I'm gonna call
so-
you back and confirm.
So what? The most cost-effective solution for the first 6 months?
$14.95.
Done. Done. $14.95 per month, 4K down payment. Where do you want me to send the agreement? I always give my best price up front.
Call him back. Say, hey, I gotta call you back. I'm gonna call you back. I want to call him back.
Hey, great. Holly, Grant's going to call you right back, by the way.
Me and you are gonna call him back.
Yeah. We're going to call you right back. Grant and I are going to call you right back.
Give me 15 minutes.
Okay? Give me 15 minutes. Okay?
Be a professional, man. You gotta be a professional.
Are you
Come on, wrap it up. Unless he's willing to give you a check. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, otherwise I got to call him back.
Yeah.
Holly, let's do this. Holly, let's do this. Holly, let's do this. You called us for a reason, and that's to get your people trained and to take your business to the next level. Do you want Grant to be that guy? Yes or no? Good, then let's do this deal.
I'll call you back in 15 minutes.
And Grant's going to call you back and congratulate you for signing up. He literally is going to do it. He's right next to me right now.
Tell him to think about the money. Think about the money. I'll call him back and get the money from him in 15 minutes.
You ready to roll?
First things first, man.
All right, bye. What are we doing?
We're having an emergency meeting.
Okay.
Well, especially early.
Are you hungry, Sarah?
No, I'm all right.
Let's go up some more.
Hey! You ready? Get my face, man. Okay, hey guys. Hey, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing?
Awesome.
Hey, look, I want to have a little conversation with everybody here, all right? Is everybody here?
Everyone's here.
Okay, good. Good. This is about spray. I'll wait for spray. Or you wait or just go? So look, this is about the professional salesperson. Okay, there's some things that you can't do and be professional. So I've been selling the hardest people in the world for 30 years. 30 years? Nobody's ever, like in 30 years, never ever one time said, hey, I'm gonna file a lawsuit against you for calling me. Never. Not one time. I've been calling on car dealers, contractors, roofers, small business owners, knocking on doors. Never, okay, get antagonistic with the buyer. You can't do it. Bonnet pulls it off all the time. But if Bonnet polished off the edges and actually listened to people, so he borders between, okay, I'm not going to listen to him, and then there's a time when you got to listen to a guy. Like you got to find this fine line, okay? If Bonnet picked that fine line up, he would become like super stealth. Everybody, Brady keeps working on his game, guys. Okay, so like he starts figuring out there's an effort band. There's an effort band where I'm just having to push everything, and then there's the other band where you're like, I got to float with this guy. So you cannot ever challenge a guy on a phone call. Period. Number one. Number two, never ever send a text or an email with confrontation in it. It will never, ever work. Never in my damn life has a text message to somebody challenging them ever been successful.
Do you need the definition of antagonistic?
Yeah. Sure. You want to read it?
Acting in opposition, opposing something, hostile or unfriendly.
It's totally a violation of always agree.
Right.
And then the always agree thing, you guys can start sounding kind of slimy with. Like Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. But you're not really listening to the guy. You got to acknowledge the communication. The full acknowledgement of the communication is, I understand that it's not the right time. You got to acknowledge that and then return back to the problem. You can't keep banging. You cannot try force with these people. It's not going to work, guys. Okay? So you got to figure out other creative ways to go about the other influencers, somebody else in the organization, somebody on LinkedIn that knows them, a referral. You got to figure out some other creative ways other than just being the caveman that comes out with a club and tries to, beat the baby seal up. You got to think about a smarter way to. It wouldn't work in fishing. I can't do it with fishing, right? What do? I throw out some other bait, man. They're not taking this bait. I throw other bait out. I got to figure out another lure. I got to get creative. Or I got to fill my pipeline up. It's a big-ass ocean out there. So I don't want you guys banging on somebody so hard that they're like, hey, man, quit calling me. Right? Quit calling me means you this deal up a long time ago. This is way beyond. Okay? This is, you dropped creativity and professionalism about 12 calls before this. I always say, no one thing will blow a deal. That does not mean 7 different things can't blow a deal. So if you're on a call and you know you're not getting anywhere, man, like there's no, hey man, dude, I'm not interested. I'm not a player. Fucking fill your pipeline up and don't be lazy. Right? Fill the pipeline up. Go back to work. Right? Never rely on one source for anything. That means when a call goes bad, I'm like, Jared, that call went awful. How many of you did that yesterday? That call was terrible. This guy hates my guts. Please, Todd, call them for me. How many of those were done yesterday? 0. It's impossible that you guys were not bad on a call yesterday. Raise your hand if you were terrible on a call yesterday. Dude, why wouldn't you turn that over? Why wouldn't you go to Todd and say, dude, I was terrible on that call, man. Can you fix it for me? Can you soften up this thing for me? I've had my wife do calls for me in real estate deals. Baby, call this guy right now and say, hey, Grant really wants this deal. What can we do to put it back together? So this is a team effort here. Okay, this is not about you getting up and hitting one out of the park. If you're struggling with sales right now, if you're struggling getting your numbers right now, if you're struggling getting people to talk to you, if you're struggling getting people to call you back, it's because you're not getting enough tags in. Okay, the professional always uses a tag. Always, man, always. Even when I got a deal, I've gone to Jared before and said, dude, I got a deal. This is going to be a deal. They said it's going to be a deal. Will you touch them? I need you to touch them and confirm it. So you got to think creatively. I've had people tell me, oh yeah, for sure I'm in. Good, call them. Call them for me and make sure it's done. And then the second person called and said, no, dude, we're not doing it right now. Right? He had gotten in a situation with me where I was so persuasive that he couldn't tell me no anymore, which means I can't get the deal. If the guy can't communicate with you anymore, if he's just but he can't get off. There's people that cannot hang up on you. They're nice people. They're like, I can't hang up on the guy, but man, this has gone too far. You were doing on the phone, but he's not a problem, by the way. Huh? He's not a buyer, guys. I quit getting money from this group 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago. He's not the decision maker. I'm just giving you an example of one guy. He's not the decision maker. He will not do online training. He loves Grant. They spent a bunch of money with me in the past. There is no way in hell he's going to pull the trigger. That's not what they're interested in right now. Keeping him on the phone isn't going to get the deal. So you got to know when you're in a call, dude, there's no money here. Is there a referral here? Is there a different relationship? I got people putting money in my fund that have never bought a book from me. 20 years. One of the first people that invested money in the fund was a car dealer that for 20 years I have knocked on his door and he never gave me a penny, but he gave me 200 grand for the real estate fund. I had the wrong product for him. So, look, I don't want you to back off. It's good. It's good that you guys go to the edge and you err and get your face bashed in. But don't get my reputation bashed in the process. Get your face all bloodied up. Admit that you sucked. Turn it over to Todd. But don't f*** my reputation up. Don't text me anymore. You don't tell somebody, man, you gave me the number. Don't you know how to block? Dude, that's stupid. Okay? What that really is it's a lack of professionalism, but underneath that, it's you're frustrated. You're frustrated, so you're like, I'm going to hit the freaking button, I'm a nuke, because you don't know what you're doing right now. So you're either not trained enough. Jared, how many times have you been through my tapes, my videos, my audios?
I couldn't even give you a number.
Yeah. So if you're having trouble, it's because you're listening to Bonnet and you're trying to do Bonnet. You cannot do Bonnet. Bonnet is a freak of nature. Okay? Don't try to do Bonnet. You need to do me. You need to listen to what I say in the tapes, in the audio programs. You need to listen to years of me calling on car dealers face to face, okay? Because what he does on the telephone, he would never get away. He would never be able to pull off in front of somebody in say, a car dealership. They'd throw him out. Get out of here, man. Okay? It's a lot harder to hang up on that guy. Sometimes it's easier to hang up on him, okay? But he doesn't have the ability to say, hey, shh, dislocate that guy. They'd have a Curtis there throw the guy in the bushes. So you see some of these people, how they come here and try to get a job? Oh, Grant said, I got a guy at my house last night trying to say, hey, I'm interested in one of the condos here, to try to meet me. It's too much. They didn't pass with Sherry. They didn't pass with Jared. And the guy's going to go to my house. You guys are shaking your head like, that's stupid, right? That's what you guys are doing on the phone sometimes. Now, on the flip side of that is those of you who give up too soon and don't push any of this. You need to be willing to push, accelerate, run into something, but you know what? There's going to be damage. And then I got to bring my car. I got to bring my car when it gets damaged. I got to bring it to somebody to get it fixed, man. You can't just keep beating up the car. Back up, fix it. Okay, I don't want to run into that thing again, right? Because you're going to quit the job. You're not going to keep doing this. You're just going to be like, I'm out of here. So the professional always corrects himself, okay? It shouldn't be Todd that corrects you or me that corrects you or Jared. You guys should know, dude, that call was awful. I had no rapport. I don't know what his problem is. All I did was talk over him. I have no clue what he wants. I know nothing. All I'm doing is banging. So Bonnet just needs to start adding other artillery, and he knows it, right? He's got a couple plays that he runs. He's like, what was that guy that was playing with Seattle? Marshawn? Run through anything until everybody's like, okay, we know they're going to run Marshawn, so we're just going to beat him up. And his body ends up paying a price, and he shortens his career, and he starts getting hurt. You got to figure out some other strategies, man, so that you guys can last a long time. I've lasted 30 years doing this. Nobody says anything bad about me. The only thing people complain about is he's arrogant, he's got a jet, maybe they talk about my religion, whatever, right? Whatever. He's on social media too much, but nobody says, oh, dude, the guy's unprofessional when he's in front of me. Might complain about me cussing from time to time. Really what people are going to say is this, dude, he's just not my deal. It's not my deal. He's not my guy. Well, good, man. Let me show you Damon John. Let me show you Dave Anderson. Let me show you Jeff Cowan. Let me show you the rest of the platform, okay? This isn't all about Grant. It's about you and your company. So, when you guys are role playing in the morning, y'all need to role play this guy that's like, hey, don't call me back again. I'm done. Now what are you going to do? What's the strategy when Dave Roport says, I'm done, dude, don't call me again? What's the strategy? Okay. Hey, great, I got it. Totally understand. Who do you know that would be interested in doing this? No, man, no, dude. He's getting ready to hang up. Now what you going to do? What are you going to do now?
Sir, maybe sales training might not be the call. What about
digital marketing advertisement for your business? You looking to get more
Now,
traffic?
you see, the guy's already, dude, the door's so closed now that, like, you can't, like, you're a mosquito trying to get in the house. Huh? Yeah, exactly. Move on. But before you move on, man, maybe you flip the deal. I can't believe Todd didn't make any calls for you guys yesterday.
I did. We did one with Natasha.
Yeah, okay. So, one?
Yeah.
How many calls did we make yesterday?
1,000.
It's ridiculous. Should be somebody making third-party calls all day long. You should be checking on deals that are sold. We should be touching deals that are closed, touching deals that aren't closed. Like, if I was in that role, I'd be touching deals all day long. Like, how'd that go? How'd that go? What happened there? What did we miss? What don't we know? How many people do you have? Did my guy blow it? Man, I've taken people. When you're terrible in a call, I could be the freaking superhero. You guys could flip calls between one another. You would be a manager. I talk about this in my audio program. I've become another person. Like, hey, I'm calling because Grant, I understand it didn't go well. You sound just like him. I know I do. With this guy all the time. Can't stand him. Me either. Okay? Hey, what did he miss? What didn't he do right? What happened here? The professional would always have a tag. Always have a tag. Always have a tag. Even when the deal is closed. Because I don't want that deal to unwind. Everybody in the room's had a deal closed and come undone. Right or wrong? We had that guy, the guy. Did him. I took the turn. I closed the deal. The deal went from, I don't know, went to like $130,000. It went from nothing to like a big deal. He got upset about something we didn't do, and then the deal unwound. Well, the deal was probably unwound before we didn't give him the right seat at the conference. Or we might have oversold the guy. I might have had so much on him that it was choking him, and he was looking for a reason to get out. That's my fault, man. That's not his. If I sell a guy too much and he can't afford it, or he can't make sense of it tomorrow morning when he wakes up, that's my fault. I should have asked him, how do you make sense of $130,000 a year with only 12 people? How many people does that guy that you were just talking to? 4 people. So Mike's talking to him about $4 grand, $14.95 a month, and that's when I said, or you could do 3 years, or what? Mike, what did I say?
Some is all $4,000.
See. Yeah, no. Before that, okay? So the guy's asking for the pricing. He's got 4 people. Like, how much can he spend? Dude, he's only got 4 people, guys. You're on the phone like, I'm going to kill this guy. No, you're not. You're not going to close the deal. He only has so much money, man. You can only get so much meat off that bone, right? So I'm like, hey, he went out with his pricing.
You said $895.
I said, look, man, you could go 5 years at $895. You could go 10 years. When's the last time y'all quoted 10 years? You could do a 10-year term with me. I can get down to $695. 20 years, dude, I can get this down like $295 a month. That's when the call became interesting.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's like, oh, wow. And then Bonnet's like, and you start up with $4 grand. I'm like, dude, you're making it impossible for him to buy the deal. So you got it. The only reason you want to make a bunch of money out of one guy is because you don't want to fill your pipeline. There's no way to make enough money out of one deal. Okay? That's the last thing the professional will do. He'll keep his pipeline full. I've been calling him for 17 years. 17 years, man. He's never been upset with me. He loves me the entire time. I've never got a penny from him. Never told me to quit calling. Never, man. It's like once or twice a year I call him. I don't call him every week. This guy's a billionaire. What am I going to do, man? Don't ruin the line. Save it for next month. Unless you're not going to be here. And if you don't learn how to save lines, you're not going to be here anyway. Not about us. You're not going to have any lines in order. 28 million small businesses in America, just one country. There's no shortage. So you can only get so good on the call. And then it's pipeline. If you don't want to do what Bonnet does, fill up the pipeline. If you don't want to hammer, and look, he doesn't even want to do it. He does it because it's a game to him. he's just playing the game. It's got nothing to do with, right, Mike?
Absolutely.
It's a game to him. He's not, that's not selling. That's a game. He's playing a game. I wonder how long I can keep him on the phone. He goes into this game for himself. It has nothing to do with the pay plan, nothing to do with the money. He moves into this freaking neurosis he's got that works for him until it doesn't work. Okay? And you can't build a business around that, right? If Mike Bonnet had Mike Bonnet Enterprises, he would not be able to do that over and over and over again and build a business out of it. It's not duplicatable. So there's some really cool things about what he does. I watch him, I learn from him. I'm like, wow, man, I could ask one more time, but you can't ask 80 more times. It's just, there's no payback. Okay, questions? Tags. We need to get the tags in. Okay. How many teams do we have here? Okay. So I can't sell something. Who can I help? You guys. How many of you are like you're right now? You're misfiring. Good. Help somebody else, man. Help somebody else. You will have more courage on somebody else's deal. Every time I went into a dry spell, this is on the tapes. I hit a dry spell. I can't sell anybody. I go 72 hours and I can't get a deal. I'm like, who can I help? Free of charge. I don't want anything, dude. I just want to be back on the field. Just let me back on the grass. Okay? I'll take anybody's call. I'll send a video. I'll send a phone call. I'll send an email. I'll send anything. Hey, this is Grand Cardone, customer service for Mr. Robards. Okay? Understand you were on a call with him today. I'd rather the call because I need to talk to somebody. Understand the call didn't go well. What happened? What didn't go right? What did he do wrong? What feedback can I give him? And then get back in the call. Great. How many people do you have?
Sometimes I'm on a call, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, where if I don't get the call to go the way I want it to go, I feel like I'm failing. I'm not asking one more time. I'm doing something wrong. And then I start to use force, go the wrong way. How do I know when it's this, okay, I need to get it off. I need to cut the lines. I need to let it go because I have a tough time seeing that.
Look, I mean, you know where you're at. Like it's not going to be. These are not going to be one call closes. Look, 2% of all sales take place on the first call. What God do you believe in that you're like, I'm getting one today? Chances are so low, dude. Like you got a better chance of like winning a lottery or something. Somebody says, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm like, oh, there must be something wrong here. That's what I go into. I immediately go into, oh my gosh, bad credit. I don't have the decision maker. Something's not real here. That's why I keep my pipeline so full. We were just on that call. I said, hey, just hang up with him. We'll call him back in 15 minutes. Dude, if 15 minutes blows this deal, we didn't have a deal. If he's going to wake up in 15 minutes and say, no, I changed my mind, he was going to change his mind anyway. So I'm not worried about it, dude. I'm moving on to the next call. Keep the pipeline full. Don't worry about it.
You can feel the call change, guys. You can feel when somebody's getting irritated with you. Like that's when you need to either lighten it up completely and like get light and like airy with it again, or just get off the call. Because if you get off the call with not now, that's way better than never.
Yeah.
I will never do business with you.
Right.
I'm going to tell everybody I know that you guys are not who you say you are and never ever to do business with you. Not now is better than never.
Hey, I know Grant doesn't teach you guys to do that. Then the other thing to think about is this. What if you had kids next to your desk? What would you want them? And they were hearing both sides of the phone call. Okay? Or your parents were going to refer you somebody. How do you want that call to go? You know, what do you want them to hear? I don't want my kids to hear that I gave up, but I also don't want my kids to hear that I'm not listening to the customer. It's got to be acknowledgement. You got to move the conversation along. Okay? Hey man, I get that you don't want to do business with us. I got it. Now's not the right time. I got it. You don't have the right people. I got it. How about we start your people? You got 12 people. How about we start them with something for free? Costs you nothing. Keeps the line open, man. Well, what do you mean, man? Oh, all of a sudden the call came back alive. See, but you're thinking about yourself too much. You're not thinking about the long play. So I'm in it for the long play. I've always been in it for the long play, right? I'm like, oh, okay, I won't get him today. I'll get him tomorrow. A lazy guy is in it for right now. He's trying to save his week, his month, his career, or whatever. And that's where you start pushing because you're frustrated. And they feel it, dude. And they're just going to back off from you. Hey, how about we start you with something for free? No, I don't think so. No, seriously, man. It's free, no obligation. Grant wants to give this to your company. That doesn't go anywhere? No problem. Thank you so much. You need to get off with thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it. I'm sorry I let you down on the call, whatever. You need to be uptoned when this call ends. Like when you get rejected and disappointed, you have to get off the call with a smile. You can't be that guy from New York that's cold calling for investments that says, hey, just give me 1 second. I want to tell you about this investment. And I'm like, I'm not interested. Click. And he hangs up on me first. Like, dude, he's going to hang up on me before I hang up on him. But you can't be that guy either, right? So that's the time to flip it to Todd and say, hey, let's build a pipeline out here. This guy's not ready today. He doesn't want to do it. What can we send him? The follow-up material. The follow-up, if you guys read the follow-up material and watched the videos, I never repeat myself in one of those videos. It's always a different pitch. That's why I'm always using different products. Video is not for everybody. Cardone University is not for everybody. 10,000 people flew across the country to go to an event that they will forget. They'll just remember they were in a big room with a lot of people. They went. Some people want entertainment. Some people want an autograph. Some people want to just meet me. Some people want a selfie. Some people want training. Some people want to make more money. Some people feel obligated to train their people, and they don't think it's going to work. JJ bought, I've been calling him for 30 years. Never sold him anything. I was in front of the right guy, not the owner, not the check writer, the right guy at the right time. The whole deal took maybe 12 minutes. Didn't even show him the program. Said, hey man, this is what we're going to do. This is the price. Sign it. What am I getting? You're getting me. Okay. Right guy, right time, and I was in front of him. So look, what do we have to sell the guy? How many different things do you have to sell somebody?
Thousands.
Huh?
Thousands.
You don't have thousands?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, what is it? What are you having?
We got stuff from $3.99, free wallpapers, all the way up to Cardone U.
Yeah, we got free training. We can put it in the mastermind for free. Hey man, how about I put you new people in the mastermind? How many of you offered that this week? It's a $4,800 value per person. I'll give it to you for free because I want your business. Quit freaking doing this. Right? Take your game to another level, man. Think about Rambo. And then think about freaking the what was the other guy? The Predator. Who would you rather be, man? Rambo or the Predator? Huh? I want to be the Predator, man. I can disappear. I go stealth on it. I go stealth, right? Can't even see him. Rambo's deal is going to end poorly. It's too much effort on the individual, right? So I could do this. Hey, but how about we put your brand new people in the mastermind? Well, what is that? It's $4,800. Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. Maybe he's got one guy that he wants to sell the mastermind to. How many of you sold the mastermind last month? Nobody in the room. We got thousands of products. It's like the guy that says he can do anything. Fly. Well, I can't do that. So this is a product you could move to right here. You could move to free for your people. He's not going to believe it. The guy hates your guts right now. He don't believe anything you're saying. Why would you offer something for free? Hey man, I got free training we can offer your new people. Okay, we got a mastermind we do every week for your free people. It's $4,800 a person. We give you 52 of those for free. Grant takes a guy that's making $400 grand a year and he spends an hour with your new people every week answering their questions. Okay, what else could we offer him? Hey man, how about we get an audio download for all your people? They're $9.95. You have 4 people, you would give me a total of $40. Why not? Why not? Oh, I don't want to spend my time getting $40 from a guy. He just transacted with you, man. Right? Why does Starbucks offer free internet over there? To get you in the store.
How many deals came from
Place is full right now. Huh?
How many of your deals come from products? So you get somebody that's not rolling on training, and that's the first thing that they've seen, sell them
Hey
something.
man, leave me alone. Don't call me. I'm not interested. No problem. No problem. You got it. Okay. Let me ask you: do you like to read books or do you like to listen to them? I want to send you something for free from Grant. You know, you got more than one weapon, right? A shovel. I could use it to hit him over the head. But y'all, you need to start working on this part of the call. Hey, I'm done. What else are you going to offer this guy? Okay. Hey, how about our boot camp for your management? How about I make you a guest, Mr. Bonnet, at our next boot camp? $15,000. I want to offer that to you for free right now. Okay, he's a decision maker, owner there. When I get done with this, I'm going to call and say, hey, I want to give you a $15,000 ticket to my next event. He's not going to take it. He's too busy going to Italy and France. But I offered it to him. It fertilizes the line. It keeps a little grease on the line, right? What else can I offer him?
Live webinar. I heard someone's doing a live webinar tonight.
Training, free training tonight. Free training tonight on what? On negotiating and closing. It's tonight, by the way. How about I give a free link to your people, man? Give me their emails and I'll set them all up for free. Again, I'm going back into service. Give, give, give. It doesn't say punch, punch, punch. It doesn't say don't listen, don't listen. It doesn't say, you know, start freaking hammering on this guy, like challenging him. Let me give you something, man. I got so much stuff to give, it's unbelievable. What else can you give me?
Free sales meeting.
Sales meeting. Hey, how about we do a sales meeting for your team, man? Everybody needs one of those. How about I do a free sales assessment? How about we do a free sales assessment? Okay, the sales assessments, by the way, are $10,000, and I'll get you one out for free right now, just to earn your business.
Mystery shop.
Oh, how about a mystery shop? How about we mystery shop your store? Okay. It'd be nice if we knew what he had his attention on. Hey man, let me ask you, if there was one thing that you had your attention on, I know you don't want to do business with us. I'd just like to be able to tell Grant, is it phones? Is it follow-up? They will always buy the follow-up thing. Okay? How about this? You do just the follow-up. It's $1,100 and I give it to you for the whole store. One time, you pay one time, you keep it for 1 year, and we're done. Oh dude, I need follow-up. So you guys got to move around, man. I need different plays. Every person that you talk to wants follow-up. Every one of them. There's nobody that's going to say, I don't want to follow up my customers. Okay? So what'd you guys get out of this meeting? Creativity, man. Creativity follows commitment. Let me tell you something. Anybody that's lacking commitment, you guys are thinking about leaving here. There's just a personal note to self. When you lack creativity, you are thinking about leaving. You're trying to figure out how to exit this spot. I say it all the time. I don't expect you guys to be here forever. I'm going to be here forever. I don't expect you to be here forever. But I expect you to be professional while you're here, and I expect you to be successful while you're here. And I expect that when you leave here, hopefully we create a good enough situation that when you leave here, you regret leaving here.